Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a little bit of me rambling, but I'll try to be as concise as possible. Wanted to talk a little bit about how I went from a 4:09 marathon in 2021, my first ever marathon, the LA Marathon, to a 2:59 at Chicago in 2023. So it was less than 2 years that I was able to cut off over an hour of my marathon time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I did that, what factors went into it, what advice I'd give people, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. So first things first, I'm going to talk about the first marathon that I ran and then go in sequential order to the latest marathon I ran in LA back in March. But yeah, I ran the Los Angeles Marathon I believe it was during COVID, so it got pushed to November. It's usually in March. And I think I ran a 4:09. I think I probably had a little bit better fitness than 4:09 at the time, but got the double McCrampies, both my quads locked up at the same time. And I remember Frankensteining, walking over and fell on my face in front of a bunch of spectators. So that wasn't very fun. That was the first marathon. Learned a lot of lessons. I didn't eat before. I literally fasted before my runs back then. So wasn't the smartest decision. Learned a lesson the hard way, hitting that bonk at mile 20. Granted, LA is a more challenging course. Still wasn't fun. So that's just one of the big improvements I've made over time, is just race day nutrition, really honing in on what I'm going to be eating, gels, what I'm going to be drinking, just so my stomach and body are used to it. But didn't know that on the first go around. Ran in LA again in March, so it was in November, then I was in March due to COVID. I think I ran a 3:42, and then I took a little bit of a break, almost a year break from running marathon, ran a 3:17 at Mesa in Arizona, then I ran a 2:59 later that year at Chicago. I think I have my years right there in 2023, so was able to break off over an hour of my marathon time. And some just key things that helped me along the way there. Number one was the race day nutrition. What am I fueling my body with? Is my body used to it? Am I eating before the runs enough food to carry me a little bit into the race? So that was the biggest thing for me, and just learning that over time, and what my preferred fuel sources are. Another thing was just getting my body used to the mileage and actually following a plan. I think I was having fun with it. It was still a fun race, but I was a little bit all over the place with my training. Wasn't really following a specific plan. I think I got up to like 52 miles in a week, compared to 70 plus in my other marathon builds. Again, it was my first one. I was more just having a good time with it, but I don't think the muscular endurance was there. I thought my cardio was fine. I don't think the cardio is the issue, but I think a lot of times people run into issues of their legs just really can't handle the pounding of 26 miles, especially when there's hills and then you're flopping downhill. So that was just another thing I learned, is you really have to add the miles and make sure your body and muscular system is ready to handle the pounding of 26 miles. And finally, I think the third thing is really prioritizing strength training and recovery. As Bill Belichick said, the best ability is availability. You can't train if you can't run or if you're sick. So yeah, just for me, it's all about getting that 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night, having my routine so I fall asleep quickly, getting the morning sun, all of that, taking magnesium at night, and then prioritizing strength training as well. I think a lot of times people just don't have that muscular endurance again to really perform well during a marathon, especially if you're going for quick paces and are really pushing the envelope on what your body's capable of. So yeah, that's helped with me. I had an injury when I was training for my first half marathon. I had runner's knee, and I was really neglecting strength training. I think that had a lot to do with it. Just created discrepancies and imbalances in the muscles in my leg, just by purely running. So yeah, it's important for form, keeping yourself injury free. No one wants to have the runner's knee or deal with nagging or bugging injuries. They do happen. Some things are inevitable or or out of your control. It's just we really want to put ourselves in the best position to be healthy on the start line, which I think is a lot of times a huge portion of the battle, is just remaining healthy and feeling good and strong for race day. But yeah, those are just a few of the things that help me. I think getting a coach is very beneficial as well, especially if you're new to running, and sometimes it can be a very tough journey that can feel monotonous, and really just having somebody there to act as a guide and provide expertise where needed can be super beneficial. Other factors are, some days you're just not going to have it on race day. Some courses are a lot slower than others. Chicago, for example, is faster than LA would be, and then there are courses that are net loss and elevation that are BQ courses where a lot of people Boston qualify. So again, there are a lot of different factors that go into it. It definitely takes time to get to improve on running, like with anything. Some people are naturally gifted at it, and I think others just have to work a little bit harder to reach the goals. But it's done amazing things for me. I really enjoy having a goal to strive for. I'm going to go for sub 250 at Chicago in October. Really excited about that. I think that's a goal that feels attainable, but also feels a little bit scary, which is exciting for me. And yeah, I'm going to start getting back into training in June. But yeah, hopefully comment if you have any questions or anything on my marathon training. Always happy to answer them, but hopefully this is helpful and concise. I'm learning more about running every day. I definitely don't have all of the answers, but yeah, it's been a good experience, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video.